this is part 3 of our maintenance of our ukuleles. If you haven't already done so, make sure you see part 1 and part 2. We took strings off our ukuleles, we measured the action at fret 12, we got rid of those horrible sharp frets, we gave the ukulele a really good dusting over, and we put conditioner on the fretboard. What are we going to do in part 3? We are going to give our ukulele a really good clean. So the last job I'm going to do for this video now is just give it a bit of a clean using ukulele cleaner. Now, honestly, I had years before I bought anything like this, and I just used to get either just a duster and give it a quick rub over, or just a very lightly damp cloth. You're not going to do a huge amount of damage to a ukulele just with a damp cloth, giving it a wipe over. Would I do it to a handmade £1,000 Hawaiian built? Probably not. But certainly for cheaper models, you do want to keep it nice and clean. So either using a ukulele cleaner or just a damp cloth. Don't go putting furniture polish or bleach or disinfect, anything like that on your ukes. Right, before we start, the oily towel is going away. All right, I don't want to get that one confused with this. So the ukulele cleaner, spraying a light mist. I like to put it straight onto the uke and then rub it off, okay, with a different towel. So let's have a little go. I haven't tried it on this ukulele. I have tried this on other ukes. Let's see, I don't think it's going to make the actual ukulele that much better, but it might make it look a little bit cleaner. Alright, so I'm just going to do a couple of little squirts over the front. Do it in sections, you don't miss any. Okay, don't need to put loads. And then, oh, the smell of that is lovely. Right, and then I'm just going to buffer. I probably spend more time cleaning my ukuleles than I do cleaning my house. Okay, don't forget to try and get in. See, look, you can see there now the amount of liquid coming off. All right. It's not. This isn't going to soak in. This is a laminate ukulele after all. But the idea of this isn't that it soaks in. It's not going to be absorbed into the wood and do the wood any good. It's just getting the main bits of grime off. Okay, so I can actually see it drying as I go now. It's difficult to tell what's my sweaty hands and what is spray. That's the only trouble. So it's just a little section down here. The trouble with doing this is you're getting rid of fingerprints, but you go and hold the ukulele and you get fingerprints again. Sort of defeats the object. Right, I think that's the front pretty much done. Okay, it's only looking at it from different angles you can see any patches that are left on there. That's looking pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead now and do that on the sides, the back and the headstock. I don't tend to put anything on the back of the necks of my ukuleles. All right, I just feel that the natural oils from your thumb does the job, right? So I don't put any cleaning products or anything on that at all. Okay, right, let's get on with the rest of the uke. Sides next. Try and do it in sections if you can, and then you know you're not leaving any excess bits of the polish on. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, hang on, there's one little bit there. There we are, and just turn it over and do the same the other side. Don't forget the bottom bit where your strap button is. And again, I'm looking at it from different angles to see if there are any patches of excess spray left on there. Okay, sides looking good. Right, onto the back. Okay, now in theory the back should be the easiest. It's just a nice flat surface. As I said a second ago, I don't think doing all of this cleaning it's not going to make the ukulele that much better, but it gave me an opportunity just to put a little bit of love and care back into this instrument and show you guys some of the things you can do. I don't regret buying this as my first ukulele. I should have probably done a little bit more research. But as I said, it's not the greatest, but hopefully after doing this it might at least be a little bit nicer to play, and we'll see what it sounds like when I go and put new strings on it. That'll be another video though. Now I'm just doing a nice circling buffer. For this one, pretending I'm polishing my car. Looking at it from the different angles, that is looking pretty good. Okay, so that's the back, nice and polished. Right, I've been really looking forward to doing this bit because I don't know if you can really see, if I can come in a bit closer, this headstock is filthy. Okay, it doesn't help the actual Ibanez logo is half missing. Maybe that'll be another project, removing it completely and putting my own decal on. We'll see. Right, little bit on here. This can be a little bit fiddly obviously because of the pegs. Alright, so I'm not going to put a huge amount on, and then I'm just going to get in there with my finger. Okay, see how that does. Remember, less is more. I can always put more on. Okay, so we're working our way from the top. Now, what I'm actually going to do for these side bits is just pop a little bit on the towel itself so I can rub my fingers down the outside a little bit. So I'm just going to put a little bit on there to be able to go down the side. Never has this ukulele smelt so nice. Okay, I'm just going on the very side of it. I'm not going to do the back of the headstock, but as I've got a little bit on the cloth. Okay, and then we'll just do the same for this middle section because that still hasn't had much on, I don't think. You can see I'm doing a sort of a cross in the middle here now, so I'm not missing any bits out. I know I've gone down the sides, and then I can do the same around these bottom pegs. Okay, touch more. There we go, that looks pretty good. Just use a dry bit of cloth now just to make sure that if there is any excess on there, that can come off. I'm not going to put the strings on straight away, so even if there is a little bit of excess, it should give it plenty of time to dry off. I hope you can see that actually, because just looking at it from here, oh, it really does look better. Alright, if I turn it that way, okay, the actual colour seems to have returned to it a little bit. Obviously it's not finished. I will be putting the strings on that tomorrow, and I'll make a video on that just for you to know. The bridge on this one is a slot, all right, so it's going to be tying the knots, and we'll have a little look at that in the next video. So there we go. Hopefully that looks a little bit cleaner. It is difficult to see with the light, and I'm trying not to get my sweaty, greasy fingerprints all over it again. All right, but honestly it really does look cleaner. The actual headstock looks so much better. The fingerboard and the fretboard, that sort of regained its colour a huge amount. I know it's taken in an awful lot of that oil, and has absorbed that. So, sort of job done. We get the strings on next time, but the ukulele certainly looks better and definitely smells better. Hopefully you've picked up a few hints and tips watching this. As always, if you've got a question or a comment, leave it below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.